on to the Junior Superminis JSM 65 and Metra kits. They're the next class out on circuit. Again, just get your qualifying order up on our timing screen. We'll see who is where for this one. Now, of course, these are some of the smaller bikes, the smaller riders. We should see some closer action with these guys as they're getting through. But the grid is as follows. Johnny Garnis in first position on the 57. Thomas Gomez in second on the 98. Manuel Britton there in third position. Evan Belford in fourth. Alfie Davidson in fifth position. Ollie Walker in sixth. Reece Stevenson in seventh position. And a TXP number in 8th. 9th position, Lucas Brown on the 28. Carter Brown in the, rounding up the top 10, I should say, on the 37 machine. Rossi Brown in 11th, and then Thomas Gomez with no time in the number 8, 98, I should say, in 12th. James Rose, Charlotte Maguzo, and Harrison Crosby there. No time set, rounding out the top 15 of the riders there, as you're looking at a bustling grandstand there here at Tattershall Kart Circuit, and the riders are making their way out onto the circuit now. So all the bikes will be going out to the grid as the last couple just make their way out there. Practice race start there from one of the riders. Looked like a good practice start there as well. So all seems to be going well for that one. But riders again now just lining themselves up on the grid. They've gone past our commentary box now. And we will be watching them line up. So there they are. So these bikes do look great. I do love these bikes. They're very sports bike looking, aren't they?
Yes, they look the part, and the riders, in most part, certainly hold their end up as well. They are a very talented young group, this lot. Interesting to see a few fresh faces in this one. Not quite sure if it's the part of the country we're in or if there's been a sharp upturn in interest. But certainly the runners and riders in this one aren't what we would call BMB regulars.
No, so of course, yeah, we saw from the last one we only had 4 bikes in this class, and of course now much more in this. Still only one of the JSM 65s, and that is Reece Stevenson in the number 23 machine in down the order. Always in first position at the moment. But here we go, green flags are up. And we're green, so we're green for the race, and again they go forward. One of the riders instantly going onto the grass. Again, not ideal, but managing to go round the outside. Look at that, into second position. I couldn't quite see the number there. I think that was 4th place who put that up there. And yeah, I'll try to get the number on that one. There's the number 8 in 4th place at the moment. That's Rossi Brown, who's just trying to get through in the very nice liveried leathers there as they're going down into the first heavy braking zone of the circuit after turn number 1. But still flying through. We've got the orders up on our screen. Oh, and a couple of riders have gone down.
There's 3 of them.
There's 3 of them, yeah, have gone down, and it looked like one of them was the JSM 65 of Reece Stevenson on the 23 machine. So I think, yeah, Reece Stevenson is one of the riders that has gone down in the back there. But there's a good group of 4 here. You race leaders as they cross the line.
Still Johnny Garnis out in front, Evan Belford there for company, but it's a red flag for this one. Johnny Garnis slaps his knee there in frustration. He's quite content to be in the lead of this one, but yes, quite right for the call out.
Yeah, Evan Belford though, it was the rider starting in 4th position, I believe. He took to the grass and just got it back up there. But I say, red flags have come out after lap 1. And of course, riders will stop at the relevant positions that they were instructed to in the riders' briefing, and hopefully we'll get this race underway shortly, as a couple of them coming back into the pit lane as well. So again, unsure of all the bikes involved. I definitely saw the 23 of Reece Stevenson's out there. He's one of the riders involved. It looks like he got up very quickly. It looked like all of them got up quite quickly actually, bar one. So, but we will try and find out all 3 at the moment when we can, and if we can as well. So, after 1 lap, what can you take from that? Who's the man who's shone on that one?
Well, Johnny Garnis held his lead from pole position. Evan Belford, I was going to pick out on the grid. unusual to see him so far down in 4th place, usually challenging for the lead. So, yeah, keep an eye on those two when the race restarts.
Yeah, I think we definitely shall. And, of course, Evan Belford there, he had a cracking race start, I say, took to the grass, went around the outside and just managed to take 2 positions in one corner. So, yeah, it was a cracking effort from him. So we'll hopefully see as they go around. Now, there is the 98 machine. That's being recovered, and that's going back, and the 23 machine as well. That's come back in. So the 98 was Thomas Gomez, as has been recovered. So that's another one of the riders, and Reece Stevenson, of course, who we already knew, who was part of that group, and the only one of the JSM 65s on the 23. He has just come back to the pit lane as well. Some of the riders involved.
Yeah, it's disappointing that both the JSM 65s, as Thomas Gomez and Reece Stevenson, involved in that one. Yeah, very unfortunate for that class, but still got our race leaders in Johnny Garnes, Thomas Gomez, Emmanuel Brinton and Evan Belford coming back out to the start.
Well, so I was just looking at there, you've got 2 Thomas Gomez's there. I'm pretty sure Thomas Gomez is one of the Metro kits because he's on the 98 machine.
Of course. Yeah, so who's the 98 that was... okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah. This grid's very confusing. Apologies.
But there we go. So there's the very shiny number 8 machine. Looks very clean, that one, doesn't it? So
that's Alfie Davidson.
Is it Alfie Davidson? Oh, yes, it is. I saw someone else with that name. So, yeah, it is Alfie Davidson there with the number 8 machine. I think there was a Rossi Brown I saw, who I thought was the number 8 on there.
Oh, he has got an 8 as well, but yeah. I think that one is Alfie.
Yes, yeah, it does look like Alfie now. So, yeah, that is Alfie Davidson there on the number 8 machine. But it looks like we're going to go again for a race start. And, again, it looks like the 23, Reece Stevenson, has actually rejoined that grid. So he's got back in there. You can see him at the back there in the only JSM 65.
That's good news for him. But yes, Thomas Gomez missing on the right-hand side of your shot. Johnny Garnes, the only man on the front row of the grid. And away they go again.
Yep, green flags down, and we are racing as the 57 still holds on to the lead. So Johnny Garnes there holding on to it as they go round turn 1, round turn 2 now. And it looks like the 52 there.
Evan Belford is right on him.
Yeah, Evan Belford there. Down the inside goes Evan Belford actually, round turn 3. So really trying to hold on to position. Alfie Davidson there, really running wide, keeps it on the track though. And again, we've got a good group of 4 here as they go through. These guys in practice yesterday were absolutely flying, and they're flying again now in their first race of the day. But this is a very close group of 4.
Yes, Johnny Garnes needs to keep his head now. He's lost the lead, which he didn't do on the last start. He's got every chance of getting back after Evan Belford, but he needs to concentrate. He
really does. So there's the other group of 4. They're just going through now, but we go across the line. It's Evan Belford in first position, Johnny Garnes in second, Emmanuel Britton in third, with Alfie Davidson in 4th place. Ollie Walker 5th, Reece Stevenson in the 23 recovering in 6th position, Carter Brown, and then Lucas Brown 7th and 8th respectively. Now 8 laps to go. Of course, we have the red flag, so we've lost a couple of laps from this one, but riders still going. There's the 48, that is Ollie Walker with the 23, or the 37 I should say, just behind that. It's Carter Brown that he's got on the blue machine, just behind. These guys still very close further back on the field, and but still so close between our top 4 riders at the moment. Still a very close-knit pack of Evan Belford, Johnny Garnes, Emmanuel Britton as well. But these guys, again, 37 of Carter Brown, still all over the back of Reece Stevenson. Here's your race leaders again as they go over that little jump on the start-finish line. These guys getting a little bit of air as they go through. But there is still your race leader. It's still Evan Belford there, the 52, with Johnny Garnes in second position. I say that. There's the 57, of Johnny Garnes that we're watching. And there is Emmanuel Britton just behind him there on the very bright white and very striking livery he's got there on his machine.
Yes, indeed. They all very nicely decorated. I would say that much about them. And lots of sponsors as well. Great to see so many local businesses supporting these guys getting out there and racing. Yeah,
it is good to see. There's Alfie Davidson on the number 8 machine. There's one of the faster riders at the T-side race. Again, down in 4th position at the moment, so struggling with the tighter of the circuit. But as we go across the start-finish line there, as they go over that little hot bit of a wobble there from Britain, really keeps it under control. And these guys giving us a very close little battle. Belford has seemed to have checked out. He's got a gap of quite a few seconds actually at the moment. I can't see the gap on my screen. But, oh, there it is. So it's 2.4 seconds at the moment that he's got, is that gap. But Belford still leading the way. And Garnes second, Britton third, Davison fourth. But Davison's still all over the back of him. And these bikes do look very pretty, don't they?
Yes, indeed. Somewhere over the lunch break, Evan Belford has really found his usual pace and taken to the lead at this one. Fourth place on the grid was a surprise, as I mentioned earlier. But he's got the better of Garnes this afternoon.
He has indeed. So 6 laps to go. Again, these riders just keeping it nice and close, not trying to overtake too early yet. We're back on the start-finish line as they've whizzed past us now in the com spot. Is there a move down the inside from Davidson? No, it isn't. He stays behind. He's still in 4th position. I think we've had a bit of a timing issue there. I think one of the riders has gone down on the timing screen.
It's Evan Belford going down, but I can confirm he's still out on track.
He is still out on track. He's still in the lead. I think he's just missed a lap. So there we go. So there's still a very close battle as they go through. Very close-knit train as they're now back onto the infield section now. These bikes still nose to tail, not giving each other any room through this section. Of course, these bikes are much easier to overtake in this tight section compared to the adults. Of course, smaller riders, they can get down. They're a bit more nimble as they go through. So still Garnes leading, or no, it's not Garnes leading, I should say. It's Belford leading because it's just a lap. When he crosses the line now, he should reappear in that position. I think he will when he next comes around. Wishful thinking, Anthony. Wishful thinking, yeah, I hoped it was. There was the 48, and here is the 37 and 23. This is Carter Brown and Reece Stevenson further back there. They're still giving us a nice close battle. But here is your 2nd, 3rd and 4th place battle at the moment as they're still going through. These guys, again, so close, just following each other, just glancing through, not giving each other any room, but again, probably watching what each other are doing just to see again where their weak points are.
Yeah, certainly if Brinton's seen any of the racing that's gone on already today, he'll be thinking about getting a good line out of that final corner and getting the run down into turn 1.
It does seem to be the favourite move, doesn't it, Jacob, as they go through there. There's that oil patch that we saw from race 1. But there we go, as they go down. That little hop there, we've got some cracking photos of them going over that hop where they're literally getting 2 wheels off the ground as they go through. Again, these are quick, light bikes, so they just dance over that section there. 3 laps remaining of the race. And again, these guys now flying into the first of the tricky braking zones of this circuit. Again, you're still leaning as you go through. Turn 1 is still a tricky braking zone, but you're bolt upright from a straight down into heavy braking. Of course, that first heavy braking zone there, you're going around a corner, so you got your knee down, your trail braking. You're just trying to find that sweet spot on the brakes where you don't want to lock the front, drop the front. And yeah, these guys are just flying through it. So yeah, cracking race from these guys at the moment.
Yep, still Garnes from Brinton, from Davidson in this 2nd, 3rd and 4th. Here's Evan Belford, your race leader, who is now 5 seconds out in front with just 2 laps remaining. Hard to see how he could lose this one. He's got a strong lead now. Cut back now to Garnes, Brinton and Davidson, who must be thinking about making a move. 2 laps remain. We'll see the last lap board, if we do have it, next time round, and that might just spark something.
It might spark something, yeah, so we'll probably definitely see a move hopefully between these 3. I know Alfie is very keen to get past. He's very quick with his overtaking moves, as we've seen from the other circuits. But these guys, again, just flying through. Now, like I say, 2 laps remaining. They're just coming around the last couple of corners now. Here's the 37 and 23 of Carter Brown and Reece Stevenson. Obviously, Reece Stevenson rejoining from the last one. Now, the lights have come up on the start gantry above us. That would indicate that it's the end of the race, but we're on the last lap now, so I'm not sure why they've come on. But we are on the last lap. Belford is still clear by some nearly 6 seconds, but now these guys know it is last lap. So these guys are out there now, and I think Britton is going to go for a move down the inside into this braking zone here. Are we going to see it here? No, he's not. He's thought against it. No, so he just slots back into position. So it's still Garnes, Britton and Davidson. But Davidson is going to be watching these 2. He's going to see if they're going to make a mistake trying to dive down the inside. I'd say they've only got a couple of corners left to do it.
Doesn't look like they're going to. They don't seem to have too much of a differential in pace to be able to make an overtake happen. Certainly not on this infield section, as Belford comes through to take the race win. Well deserved for Evan Belford. 5 or 6 seconds up the track from these following pack. It is Garnet who will finish second, third for Brinton, and fourth for Alfie Davis.
Cracking race from all of the riders in this one. 9 riders involved in that. And there again is your race leader returning back to the pit lane. There is Reece Stevenson's with a bit of a wheelie over the line, obviously after a disastrous first lap in the first half of the race. But again, finishing the second part of it all nice and clean. So round of applause there from the crowd as they go past.